Hi, I'm Mia, and I know it's a little late, but here's my Sephora sale haul. So I know the sale ended like 2 weeks ago at this point, but I only just got everything in, and this is the first time that I've had time to sit down and film. So let's get into it. So for some reason, after I updated my Sephora app the other night, it won't let me look through my Buy It Again tab. So I had to look through my emails to see everything that I got, because I have returned a few things, so I need to make sure to double check what I didn't keep. And in a shock and twist of events, I actually didn't have to restock on anything this time around, so yay me. Also, I am mostly doing this video for my friend because they said something. They're like, oh my god, I love watching haul videos. I'm like, you know what? I still have all my Sephora sale stuff. I'll do this just for you. And they're like, oh my god, you love me. I'm like, duh. So, first off, samples. Even though there's usually nothing I ever want in the sample, list, I always take them because what am I going to do? Say no to free stuff? So, I have 2 perfume samples of Daisy from Marc Jacobs. I don't like this fragrance, but alas. I have a My Way perfume sample from Giorgio Armani. I have Acqua di Gio from Giorgio Armani. I have a sample of Eros from Versace. I really like this fragrance, but this has absolutely no lasting power, which is what I've noticed with a lot of Versace fragrances, unfortunately, but I love this one. I have a Kosas Dream Beam sample. It's a sunscreen. I have, God, I need my glasses. Shu Uemura Art of Hair Ultimate Reset Extreme Repair Treatment. It seems to be like a hair mask or something. Maybe. And then I have a K18 sample. It's a Peptide Prep Detox Shampoo, which I will probably not use anytime soon because detox shampoos also strip color from my hair, and I am actively trying to keep it red right now. And at this point, I have returned everything that I didn't end up liking or that didn't work for me, but I'll still tell you about them. So I returned the new Makeup Forever lip liner. Actually, I am returning this. I still have it because I just opened it the other day. This is the Artist Color Pencil Extreme. This is in the shade Legendary Latte, and I'm just putting this back up on my desk so I can remember to put it downstairs in my bag. Love the formula of this, but the shade is so pale and so peachy. It was nothing like what I thought it was going to be. So I'm not going to exchange it because I'm going to have to pay the difference. So I'm just going to return it for now. Maybe I'll see about getting a different shade in the future. Like I said, I like the formula. The shade was just, it was so pale. I'm looking at my list of things that I returned. I got 2 of the sheer matte lipsticks, lip balms, whatever you want to call them, from Violette FR, I think the brand is pronounced. Got 2 different shades, and neither of them showed up on me. Like, I love a good sheer matte lipstick. I have a bunch from ColourPop that I adore, but these ones they barely showed up on my lips, and then when I tried to layer it to try to build up the intensity, it started pilling and collecting in my lip lines, and that's just not the vibe. So I returned both shades, alas. But one of the shades was so pretty. It was like a neutral raspberry color, and I have a few new raspberry blushes in my collection. So I was like, oh my god, that would go well with my blushes. It won't go with my blushes if I can't see it. I got the travel size of the new Sugar Baby perfume from Boy Smells. Returned it. It was fine. I didn't like it on initial spray, but when it dried down, it was fine. It was honeysuckle and freesia and some grapefruit, which was a little weird. And then sugar and musks, and it smelled fine on dry down, but it just wasn't my thing. And then, last but not least, I got one of the new House Labs like highlighter balms, and it was so pretty and glassy and reflective. But the shade I got was, I don't remember the shade name, and I can't go look at it. Was like too dark for me. And the two lighter shades were either clear, which I don't want to look greasy, or like an opalescent pink, and I was hoping to use it like on more like natural makeup days, so I got something that was like a little more beigey goldy, and it was just like too dark. Like, it was beautiful when I turned, but like I had such a gold cast, it was not, she was not it. Now, everything that I'm keeping. This is from Josie Maran. This is their body butter in the shade Topless Tangerine. I have a few like orange citrus forward fragrances in my collection for like the spring and summer, and I love layering things anyways, and my skin is perpetually dry, so figured I might want a citrus scented body lotion to layer with my citrus scented perfumes. But yeah, got this. It smells really nice. I wouldn't say it's like citrusy, it's a little more tropical, but I can work with it. So this is from Colé. This is the Skin Melt Loose Powder. This is so soft and finely milled and blurring. I need to like do a wear test on it, but it might be semi-comparable to Huda Beauty. Like, it's not a mattifying powder. Like, it keeps your skin like looking very natural and just like pretty, you know? And that is what I usually look for in a scent powder. I just want to look kind of filtered and pretty, you know? I got one of the Cool and Water Jelly Tints from Milk Makeup. This is the shade Chill, which is one of the red one, my biggest issue in the summer when I wear makeup is that blush is the first thing to go. I have swatched this a few times already. So I figured a stain might be the best way to kind of counteract that. But I also swatched Fizz in store today, which is like a peach shade. Might get that too. Sale's over, but I might get that too. This is from Natasha Denona. This is the Hy-Glam concealer. I've tried this before, and I loved it. However, the lightest neutral shade was way too dark. Like, I had to use it as my foundation. But lo and behold, she came out with N0.5 right before the sale started. So I picked it up, obviously. And it is, in fact, light enough for me. Yay. So, this will be put to good use. I know she will be. This is the blush I'm wearing on my face as I speak. But this is the Huda Beauty blush filter. I got my third shade in the shade Sunset Lychee. And oh my god, this is such a, I'm trying to find a good spot to swatch, such a beautiful like summer corally shade. And like, I know that I love this formula. It was in my Sephora sales recommendation video. So I'm like, you know what? The third shade wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't help, but it wouldn't hurt. Cass, if you're watching this, I know I have too many blushes. We've discussed this at length. It's a little boring, but this is from Urban Decay. This is the Slick Day Brow Styling and Set in Gel. It's a strong hold. I don't like the brush that most brow gels come with. For reference, this is the type of brush that most of my brow gels have, and I don't like it. It doesn't get what it needs to get, and sometimes I have very stubborn brows. I want to blame the Italian gene in me, because that's the only place where I could put into play. And it has like this kind of a brow, not a brow, like this shaped brush so it can like drip everything. I used this the other day. My brows did not budge. They, oof. And this kind of brush helps kind of drip everything, and like I can cover my brows in like two goes, opposed to a brush like that where it's like 4 to 6. So, but this is also really strong hold, so I'm also not going to complain about that. And now, last but not least, this is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Gloss Balm Oil. And this is in the beautiful, beautiful shade Miss Jellyfish. I know she may look a little scary, But when I say this is one of the most gorgeous lip oils I've ever seen in my life, this doesn't have a lot of color on the lips. It's just a gorgeous blue purple reflect, like shimmer wise. I already put this on. Super glossy, super gorgeous. I need to do a look with her like soon. So yeah, that was my Sephora sale haul. Now keep in mind, no one needs as much makeup as I have, and I don't even have as much makeup as some other people do. But still, but yeah, I know everyone does these kinds of videos, but I also like talking about makeup, and like none of my friends like it as much as I do. So this is kind of cathartic for me in a way. But yeah, that's everything I got during the Sephora sale, everything I returned, and yeah.